September. A new term begins. For most children, it is just the return of homework and early mornings. But for one 13-year-old, the ancient cobblestones of Windsor hold more than just textbooks. They hold a legacy. They hold the weight of 1,000 years of history. Behind these historic walls, something has changed. This is not the Eton of your grandfather's stories. This is not the rigid, unforgiving institution of the past. The gates are creaking open. But the world stepping through them is entirely new. Prince George, the future King of England, is preparing to step into the halls where monarchs and prime ministers were forged. Founded in 1440 by King Henry VI, this institution has stood for nearly 6 centuries. It is the alma mater of his father, Prince William, and his uncle, Prince Harry. But the world has turned. The 21st century demands a different kind of king. And as we look deeper into the most recent inspection reports from late 2024, a surprising truth emerges. Eton College is no longer just a factory for statesmen. It is a sanctuary for the soul. Today, academic rigor is walking hand in hand with emotional well-being. Inspectors have praised the school for what they call an exceptionally flexible and broad co-curricular program. It is a significant strength, giving pupils the freedom to pursue their passions, to develop confidence, to find their voice. For Prince George, this means life at Eton will extend far beyond the dusty pages of a Latin textbook. It means he will be allowed to be himself. Consider the arts. We have long heard that George loves to draw. The Princess of Wales, a photographer and creative soul herself, has actively encouraged this passion. In intimate photos released by the palace, we have seen glimpses of his paintings, splashes of color that reveal a quiet, observant mind. At Eton, that talent will be nurtured. He will have access to studios, paints, and mentors who will teach him to see the world not just as a ruler, but as an artist. Then, there is the pitch. Sport has always been the heartbeat of royal life. George has already been spotted cheering on football matches alongside his father, the Prince of Wales. At Eton, the playing fields are vast. Football, rugby, cricket, swimming, rowing, fencing, and the unique, ancient traditions of the wall game and the field game rituals that have become synonymous with the school's identity. But the true test lies in the silence before the speech. Eton is home to around 80 clubs and societies. Many of them are organized and led by the pupils themselves. It is a crucible for public speaking, a place where young men debate the fate of nations. Now, look closely at this photograph. You might recognize the man in the suit. It is King Charles III, back when he was the Prince of Wales. He reportedly visited Eton to open one of these very debating halls. Imagine the weight of that moment for Prince George. His grandfather, the king, standing where he will soon speak. It is a direct lineage of communication. A passing of the torch. For a future sovereign, developing those skills is not just academic, it is survival. Public address is the weapon of the modern monarch. And while George reportedly started building these skills at his previous school, Lambrook, Eton is the big league. Yet, it is here, at the climax of this transition, that we find the most profound twist. The Eton that King Charles visited, the Eton that Prince William endured, is a far cry from the educational environment of the early and mid-20th century. The modern inspection framework does not just look at test scores. It aggressively assesses the physical and mental health of the students. The inspectors confirmed it met all required standards. The turning point is this. George is not being sent to a Gothic prison of tradition. He is being sent to a place where resilience is built, not by breaking a boy down, but by building him up. Where failure on the pitch is a lesson, not a disgrace. Where anxiety is a subject to be managed, not suppressed. As the autumn leaves blanket the quadrangles, Prince George will turn 13. He will navigate the chaos of adolescence, the tyranny of homework, and the joy of weekend matches. For the world, he is a symbol. For the school, he is just another new boy finding his footing. Yet, the journey is deeper than mere academics. It represents the beginning of adolescence. Another step in preparing for the responsibilities that will eventually come with being king. But the modern Eton has promised him something revolutionary, the space to discover his own talents, whether that is on the football pitch, in the art studio, at the swimming pool, or behind the podium of the debating hall. While his future role in the monarchy will always attract the glare of the spotlight, the school's modern philosophy ensures his years are focused not just on preparing a monarch, but on helping a young boy discover his own heart. Before he learns to rule a kingdom, he must first learn to be him.